Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Raiders coming in at 8-1, going up against the Texans, who come in at 5-4. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. Fitzgerald's got it right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now Jones. And the Raiders have got him. Quentin Coples in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing, Jones. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Hey, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
DeMarcus Ware may be a veteran, but he's not just a wily one. He's a terrific producer. Still extremely difficult to block when he's rushing the passer.
The second-year man from Nebraska. It's Amir Abdullah. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure. And he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Caught left side. Bennett evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Jeremy Langford, the one he was looking to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd down following the incompletion. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Shepard will go in motion right. Play clock winding down. Play action. It's Wilson. Hits his target, Ruben Randall. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is Randall here over the middle. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. They run with Langford. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Langford. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jeremy Langford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Wilson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Second down now after the pass completion. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, Langford. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings him third.
We saw in 2015 Mark Barron really emerge in the NFL.
Yeah, as a defensive back, 16 tackles for a loss. But now, how about where he's at now?
Yeah, truthfully, he's no longer a defensive back. He's really an outside linebacker, but he doesn't want to hear that. So his coach tells him, you're a defensive back. Just play over here. That's all.
He'll rifle. He's got him in. Complete. Jeremy Langford. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jeremy Langford, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Thompson to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Here we go.
Now Jones. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like
and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing, Jones. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy. who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. So out come the Raiders. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Third and long. It's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Ohio. 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 Come on, let's go. Black round. Black round. Here we go.
On first down, Abdullah. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Black 38. Black round. Black round.
And now here's a carry heading left. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. On the stop, it's Delvin Breaux. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now Jones. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Trying to get the ground game going with Langford. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's got time. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Over the middle here to Brown. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go now. Green, throw it. Go on.
They'll try and throw for it here. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back now in Mexico City. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Safarian-Jenkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The lone setback is Langford. They go back to the air here after the INT. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Finding time. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Brown, the lone receiver left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. A gain of 32 that time.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They run. Abdullah. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Again, it's Abdullah. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Looked like they had an opportunity to put a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They go play action now. Wilson. And Cook has it left side. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
The slot man in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
Shepard will go in motion right. Play action. Now Wilson surveying the field. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Slot man moves right.
19. Check. 14.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Reuben Randall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Wilson now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is Cook with a grab. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the back goes into motion. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes the Texans now. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. A give running right, Drake. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they win big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Wilson. He gets it left side to Johnson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he fires one incomplete. Second and 10 now. Wilson. And complete right side to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing now is Wilson. And now escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.